G'day folks, today I've come over here to Broken Creek to drown some worms, see if I can catch a carp and possibly even a yellow belly. Right, now it could be a little bit windy in this video, and if it is I apologise. There's a gusty westerly wind. Now I'm using my two good trout rods. Normally I just use my old bait rods for this, but I'm doing this for a reason. I've got these Pisca Fun reels I've been talking about a bit lately, and I want to, you haven't actually seen much of this one. This is a Viper 2. This is a cheaper one, but I haven't really used it a great deal, so I thought if ever there's a good spot to test them, it's on a dirty great carp. Now, one thing I'm doing differently to normal is with this rod here, I'm using a paternoster rig on both rods, but on this one here, I've got my hook quite high above the sinker. The reason being, I just want to see whether that makes much difference to how many shrimp nibbles I get. The last time I was over here in the Broken Creek, the shrimp drove me mad. So this one here, the hook's only sort of a couple of inches above the sinker, but with this one here, it's probably a foot or a bit more above the sinker. Let's just see if that gets less shrimp nibbles than the other. But anyway, I'm going to bring them both up with worms, put them in, see if we can catch fish. Right now, paternoster rig number 1 with the worms just above the sinker. They can get us there. Right now, paternoster rig number 2 with the worms way up above the sinker. Might just put you out there in the shade. Now, I forgot to bring a landing net of any kind with me, but I have got fish grips, so they'll help me out if I get a big carp. But if I do happen to catch a nice yellow belly or something, that probably won't work. But I'm going to put them right here, evenly in the middle of the two rods. Let me rod, look. Oh, I'm so glad that's on a low stick. Whoa. Well, whatever this is, it's big and it's wrapped around a tree. Here it comes. It's a big old carp. I was looking at my phone. I was actually looking at the emergency app. There's been a lot of bushfires lately and our resources are tied up all around the place. So I thought I'll just have a look and make sure there's nothing happening in this area. And I looked up in time to see this rod heading for the water. I'm so glad I had it really low on that stick. Wow. Who doesn't love the sound of a screaming drag? I'm reeling in the fish and this bloody branch. Look at that. Normally the carp I catch in this waterway are jet black, or they were the last couple of times I've been over here. That's the sickest looking carp. Look at the different... That's borderline on goldfish. It's actually getting quite a bit of orange around its head. Carp are a species of goldfish, which is why I think I catch them in here with a fair bit of a black tinge. Goldfish and carp are related. I'm no expert, but that's all I know. That is a bizarre looking fish. Right about now, I'm wishing I'd brought a landing net with me. Never even thought. Got him. Oh, if he doesn't get off. Carp have got a habit of having their lips sort of break open with fish grips. Look at the colours on this fish, it's orange. Look at that, it's almost like a goldfish. Shit. I'll get this hook out before I end up with it stuck in me bloody hand or me foot or something. Me face. Right. Hookie's out there. He's unhooked. Look at that. It's almost like a goldfish. It's a goldfish coloured European carp. Whatever you want to call it. It's not no longer existing in this waterway, which is a very good thing for our environment. Right, now with that big orange goldfishy carpy thing moved on, it's time to put my line back in. That was caught on the rod with a small dropper, with the bait way up above the sinker. Now, both rods have been getting quite a few nibble from shrimps, just a little tap, 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 tap. But I do think that the other rod, with the green reel, has been getting more nibbles than this one. So I might be working having that hook up a bit higher. Right, now I've been here for an hour and a half and the fishing's been really slow. I've only had the one touch. So what I'm going to do is cast my deeper straight over that tree. How's that for a cast? I thought I was going to lose it in the tree for a minute. I might just bring the deeper across while I'm watching my rods at the same time. See if I can find where the deep spot is. Now over there at the moment it's only 60 centimetres. 1.4, 1.2. So basically my deeper chirps told me that it's around about between 1.1 and 1.3 through most of this open area. The centre of the channel there is the deepest, but the deeper spot's just under that branch over there. It hits 1.4, which isn't a whole lot deeper, so it's pretty consistent right through here at 1.3, 1.4, and worth noting there's no structure on the bottom, no snags. So this might not be the best spot to fish for Murray cod. But anyway, I'm here, I'm set up. I'll give it another hour, and if I don't do any good, I'll move somewhere else. Here we go. He's still there. Yep, got him. Whatever it was has grabbed me a line and taken off with it. It's a little black carp. So I was just checking that my camera was recording. Didn't I say before that usually when I catch a carp in here, they're usually very black, and then I caught one that was orange. This could be called Colour Carp Creek. Look at that face. That is my first ever Broken Creek sooty grunter. It is as black as the ace of spades. Well folks, that's it from me. It's been very relaxing. I've had a lot of fun, but the fishing's been very slow. I've been here for 3.5 hours and I've just caught the 2 fish, but it's been very relaxing. It's been great. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not consider subscribing to my channel, give me a big fat thumbs up, and hopefully you'll join me on my next fishing adventure.